What did you expect? A Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction written and narrated by Mira Rose. Artwork by Yuki on Pixiv. You can find a link to Yuki's Pixiv in the description box below. Don't forget to not only like this video, but also subscribe to this channel for more Miraculous Ladybug content. If you're still listening to this intro, comment roses. Now then, please enjoy What Did You Expect? Marinette Dupang Cheng as Ladybug. The night air swept around Ladybug like a blanket, cool but unpiercing. Even with her magic suit, Ladybug wished she had a coat to wrap herself in. Being able to see her breath without one didn't feel right. Well, speaking of things that didn't feel right, this night was one of them. Well, sort of. If she was to be honest, her entire superhero career had kind of led up to this night. She hadn't chosen to keep wearing the mask to get a boyfriend, but the entire world, it seemed, knew that someday she and her partner would become a partner. Despite her feelings and her best efforts, she proved them right. She hated proving them right, proving that a boy and a girl can't just be friends. But this was different. Her relationship with Cat Noir was different. It wasn't a guy she had a crush on or feelings that bubbled up when she looked at his dumb, baby fat face. No. This relationship, this bond that she had with him wouldn't ever be able to be defined by anyone but themselves. So how could someone possibly chalk it up to, of course they'd end up together? Guilt ricocheted through her chest. She didn't know the future. Perhaps this wouldn't work out after all, and people would talk about what a shame the superheroine has the heart of a villain. For who could possibly not fall for Paris's charming hero? Hey. All at once, Ladybug didn't feel the need for a coat on the snowy rooftop. "Roses," she said, staring at her guest's hands before raising her eyes to meet his. "What did you expect?" Cat Noir smiled, his gaze unwavering as hers dashed between his features and the shingles beneath them. "Your face is as flushed as these flowers." He held them out, and she accepted them, burrowing her face in the petals so she wouldn't have to look him in the eyes. Was February always this warm? "Thank you," she said into the arrangement. "I'm just happy I got the colors right this time." He took a step back and motioned with his neck to jump down to the street. "I was so excited thinking of you accepting them, I couldn't get you just one." She didn't know if the drumming in her ears was guilt or the sound of her falling for him. Oh, how this cat had a silver tongue. She followed him down, bouquet in arms, and didn't fail to notice how he waited for her before walking. It was nice and all, but she couldn't help but notice another detail. "What?" he asked, catching her eye. "Aren't you, She adjusted her grip on the flowers. "Aren't you going to hold my hand?" "Your hand?" His grin reached his ears. This cat! He did it on purpose! "Would you like me to?" She felt her face twist into a pout and looked away, trying to not wear her heart on her sleeve. "What do you have planned for the night?" "Well, there's not much to do at 2 in the morning because you're keeping your first date a secret, but... Cat pointed down the street toward a bench. See that bag? Yeah? Well, I put some bread inside. What? Yeah, I got it from a friend's bakery, so I can guarantee it's delicious. You want to eat bread in the middle of the night? Does it sound like a bad idea? Well, no, she laughed, her first non-nervous response of the night. Well, that's a shame. What? Why? Because that's not what we're doing. What are we? Ladybug watched as he trotted the last few steps and grabbed the bag, its paper crinkling as he opened it, and all of a sudden they were surrounded by pigeons. Oh. Figured it out yet? Aren't you allergic? It's only after we dealt with Mr. Pigeon 354 times that you finally said yes to a first date. It would be rude of me not to share it with these guys. The logic was so ridiculous, yet so simple. Ladybug couldn't help but laugh. He was right. In all of its absurdity, feeding the pigeons was a perfect first date for them. Even if it wasn't an absurd reason, she knew a few girls who might find it romantic. How do you know they want to eat right now? It's the middle of the night. Ladybug. He knit his eyebrows together. Have you ever met a pigeon? They will literally always eat. She laughed, still wound up, but relaxing herself into the moment. It barely begun, but this was nice. This was a good moment to share with him, even if it didn't lead anywhere and they didn't work out. Okay then. Cat Noir sat on the bench, grabbing her wrist and pulling her down beside him. Here. He broke the bread apart and handed her half. What? You aren't going to teach me how to feed them? She joked. She noticed him relax at the comment, and suddenly her confidence in their relationship went through metamorphosis. Cocoons she didn't realize she had bursting into butterflies. Oh. Her face as red as her suit, Ladybug found herself grateful for the mask night provided as it hid the sudden truth on her cheeks. Well, okay then. Ladybug wasn't sure what she'd expected, but it wasn't this. In less than a date's time, Ladybug found herself completely smitten with her sly cat, unprepared for the tidal wave she dammed back over the years. Oh, Marinette Dupang Chang, what on earth did you expect? Hand-holding and dodged kisses? This was so much better and so much worse than that. Her feelings swept around her like a blanket, warm and unbearable, like a coat you can't take off because you're seatbelted into a car with heated seats. But the stickiness prickling her skin cooled her as soon as he reached over and held her hand, giving a gentle squeeze before tossing out bread with his free hand. Oh. Okay. Yeah. As warm as the bread they used for feed used to be, Ladybug melted into the moment without expectations for the rest of the night. This was Cat. Her cat. They were Ladybug and Cat Noir, so the little details didn't matter. Tickled pink, Ladybug melted into the night, free of expectations, and enjoyed her first date with Cat Noir. And, well, it was the first of many dates. But what did she expect? That's how you get a boyfriend. And, husband too, but that's a story for another time. But yeah, Ladybug had no idea what to expect, but tonight was the starting point for everything to come. Thank you so much for listening. If you liked this story, you can support me by subscribing to this channel and leaving a like and a comment in the comments section. You can find further support by joining my Patreon at patreon.com/MiraWrites, where you can also get early access to scripts and videos. I will catch you in the next one. Bye!